Hello students, welcome to today's class. We have already discussed the first lesson of this class. Now you can see over here, this is chapter 4. Actually I am skipping chapter 2 and chapter 3 as I need actual classroom for better explanation. So you can see over here, today's lesson is structure of the earth. Now you are going to see that which subtopic we are going to cover today. First of all, we are going to discuss about the lithosphere or the earth crust, mantle, the upper mantle and the core of the earth. Now just take a look about the introduction of this chapter. What introduction it says? Basically, our planet Earth is more than 5,000 million years old and still in the process of changing. In 1 year, the Atlantic Ocean widens by 10 centimeters, while the Pacific Ocean is shrinking as the continent moves slowly across the globe. The Red Sea is in its infancy, means in a very initial stage. In coming 60 million years time, it will be as wide as the Atlantic Ocean. Africa and Asia may split apart as a result of the Mediterranean merging with the Atlantic Ocean. Next up, we are going to discuss about the different layers of the earth. First and most important layer of the earth is lithosphere. This lithosphere is considered as which is solid and inorganic section. Next, the hydrosphere is in liquid state and the atmosphere is in gaseous section. Then the thin outermost layer of the earth crust average about 17 km in thickness throughout and is referred to as the mineral skin. It is made up of the continent and oceans and form from it immense the soil, sediment, salt, gases, liquid and all component of the earth in the widest conocent. The crust consists mainly of two types of rock, that are granite and basalt. Now we are going to study the definition of biosphere. Basically, look at this diagram. Biosphere is the composite zone inhabited by most living creature is called biosphere. Means this biosphere consists of these three layers: lithosphere, biosphere and hydrosphere. Lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Togetherly it form the biosphere. Basically, the earth is primarily made of different rocks, metals and water. Its surface is solid, but its interior is composed of molten matter due to the intense heat and experience. Now we are going to discuss about a fact that the temperature within the earth increases with depth at the rate of 1 degree centigrade per every 32 meter depth, giving an average temperature of 5000 degrees centigrade at the center of the earth. Because this is the rate, the earth's temperature, inside of the earth's temperature is increasing at the rate of 1 degree centigrade per 32 meter depth. Then an idea of the interior structure of the earth has been obtained from a study of earthquake waves. The earth consists of three major concentric layers. These are called as crust, mantle and core. We are going to discuss in detail about the crust, mantle and core in coming paragraph. First, we would like to know that the chemical composition and physical state of the matter inside the earth is of great concern for the study of landform on the surface of the earth. The outermost layer, lithosphere or crust of the earth, which consists of a thin layer with an average thickness of about 60 km, forms less than 1% of the radius of the earth. Next, we are going to study in detail this few topic: lithosphere or the earth crust. By the name you can understand this, the lithosphere word forms of two different words, that is lithos, and lithos means rocks or stone, and the earth crust averaging about 17 km thick. The mineral skin, as it is referred to, is the most significant part of the earth. Now look at this lithosphere or the earth crust is divided in two distinct parts according to its composition, that are Sial and Sima. We are going to study in detail about the Sial and Sima. Look at this comparative study for the better understanding. First of all, Sial and Sima. Sial, the layer Sial got its names from its component. So the component of the Sial is silicate and aluminium, and the components of Sima is silicate and magnesium. Main features is Sial is basically lighter than Sima and Sima is heavier than Sial. Formation. Sial form generally continent and Sima generally form the ocean floor. The density of the Sial is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube and the density of the Sima is 3.0 gram per centimeter cube. For better understanding, look at this diagram. See, this is Sial layer and this is Sima. You can see over here, Sima is forming the sea level or the ocean floor we can say, and this Sial is forming the continent. Okay, so Sial and Sima are the two different part of crust. Okay, now here a little bit theory is coming. We are going to discuss that continental drift theory by Alfred Wegener. Okay. What is the significance of this theory over here? Though these two layers are in a solid state, the lighter Sial is considered as floating on the denser Sima layer. The arrangement of Sial floating on the Sima forms the basis of Wegener's continental drift theory and the supercontinent Pangaea. Actually, we all know about the fact that the Earth's continent are basically formed on several plates, and that plates are floating on some molten layer, that is astronosphere. Okay, and that concept is related to Sial and Sima. Look at this Sial is lighter one and Sima is the denser one, so Sial is floating on Sima basically. Okay, so next layer we are going to study, that is mantle. Okay, first of all, look at this diagram. Okay, so this is the earth crust. The density of the earth crust is 17 km. Okay, the next layer after the crust is mantle, and the density of the mantle is 2840 km. Okay, now we are going to study in detail about the mantle. So look at this. Okay, the diagram is over here also. The boundary between the crust and the mantle is called Moho or Mohovisic discontinuity. Basically, look at this line. Okay, obviously this is an imaginary line for our understanding, and this line is dividing the crust and the mantle, and the line is known as Moho or Mohovisic discontinuity, and the density of the mantle is 3.3 gram per centimeter cube. The Moho or the Mohovisic layer was named after the Yugoslavic scientist Andrija Mohovisic, who discovered it. The Gutenberg discontinuity was named after the German seismologist named Benno Gutenberg. The mantle of the earth lies below the crust of the earth. The mantle has an average thickness of 2840 km. It consists of mixed silicate and metals and rich in olivine. The density of the mantle itself varies between 3.0 gram per centimeter to 5.5 gram per centimeter cube. Next is mantle, upper mantle. Upper mantle is a division of the mantle. So the upper mantle, or it is also known as atmosphere, is in a partially molten state. The velocity of the earthquake waves decrease in it, and hence it is also referred to as lower velocity zone. Earthquake waves, the speed of the earthquake waves is quite low over here, so it is also called as lower velocity zone. The lower mantle is called the mesosphere. The temperature is definitely very high. The temperature ranges between 850 degrees centigrade in the upper region and 2200 degrees centigrade in the lowest region. However, the hot rocks rising from the interior of the earth often melt in the lowest depth, forming molten magma. The high pressure of the overlying layers keep this layer in a solid state. Next, and the innermost layer of the earth is also known as core. Now look at this diagram. On this diagram, the core is the innermost layer of the earth. The thickness of core is 3500 kilometer. It is compound of alloys of carbon, iron and silicon. Due to the very high temperature, nickel and iron are found in molten stage. The liquid iron generates its own electricity, and so under pressure the core is the source of the Earth's magnetic field. Okay, this is an important line, that the Earth's core is the source of Earth's magnetic field. According to some scientists, the center of the earth, there is a nucleus of the high density atom that descended from the atoms that were the beginning of our solar system. The core of the earth has a radius about 3500 kilometer. Its most important metal is nickel and iron, so it is also known as Nife because of the symbols Ni for nickel and Fe for iron. The density of the core is between 13 gram per centimeter cube to 15 gram per centimeter, and the estimated temperature is 5000 degrees centigrade. The metallic core and the abundance of iron also explains the Earth's magnetism. Usually the core is divided into inner and outer core. The outer core behaves like liquid, doesn't allow earthquake waves to pass through it. So the greatest depth reached by human being into the earth crust is 8 km when drilling for oil, not even 1,000th part of the distance from the center of the earth. That's all for today.